Adventures in time and space, told in future tense.
Dimension X.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Retro Gaming Corner. Today it's just a quick pickups video of some games I found in the wild. A little hodgepodge mix and match of various systems. Let's get started. Okay, for the Atari 2600 we have Squeezebox. And again, I think I have this already as a duplicate, but I couldn't pass it up for as cheap as it was. By US Games, Squeezebox for the Atari 2600. The next game for my Nintendo 64 is Beetle Adventure Racing, which I've been hearing a lot of things about, that it's pure, simple fun, and it always gets great reviews. Again, for the N64, I found it in the wild, fairly inexpensive, so that's that. And next thing I got for my original Game Boy, Nintendo Game Boy, is Xenon 2, which is a shooter I've been wanting to get. Very difficult for me to find this in the wild, and I just didn't want to pay what they were asking for on eBay. Again, Xenon 2 for the Game Boy. Okay, next is a game I've been meaning to get. I didn't realize I didn't have it in my Intellivision collection. Happy Trails, an excellent sort of action-type, puzzler-type game. Got it for a few bucks. The label is to be desired, but I want to play it. It's a fun game, and I don't see it in the wild that often. It was only a couple dollars, so that's Happy Trails by Activision. If you can see, the label is torn right there. I'll probably look for another version out in the wild, complete boxed. We'll see. But anyways, Happy Trails for the Intellivision. Alright, next game on our list, actually two games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. I've been meaning to get. I've been building my NES collection lately. David Crane's A Boy and His Blob. In mint condition. Kind of an interesting type of puzzle game. Kind of climbing puzzle type game. It's a little hard to describe, but again, it's by David Crane. Yes, that is the same guy who did Pitfall. And very, very different game. Some people like this game, some people hate it. I find it very interesting and different, so I couldn't pass that up for a couple of bucks by Absolute Entertainment. Again, A Boy and His Blob for the NES. Next game I picked up for the NES is Gunsmoke. Again, really cheap, a few dollars. Couldn't pass it up. Again, label's in good condition. Gunsmoke by Capcom. So, that's that. And my next game, so as you noticed, we have an Atari 2600 game, a N64 game, a Game Boy original game, Intellivision game, and two NES games. We're covering the entire gamut here. Okay, the next two games I got was a really interesting find. Completely sealed copies of Lynx games for my Atari Lynx portable. I have the Model 1, as you guys already know. See my previous video. The first game here is Crystal Mines. Sealed, complete in the box. Again, Crystal Mines. It looks like kind of a Boulder Dash ripoff. I know nothing about it, but I couldn't pass it up. Sealed in the box, Crystal Mines, Atari Lynx. I paid $9.95 for that. Next game up is Steel Italians. Again, complete in box. $7.99, $7.95. It's kind of a shooter, jet fighter type of game. Again, sealed in the box, both of those for the Atari Lynx. Okay, next I found, I I'm kind of trying to build my collection of the original Atari 2600 games, the old original Defender and Asteroids. That's probably my largest collection to date, the Atari 2600 games, but I'm trying to get them in boxes now. So, yes, they are kind of duplicates now. I already own the single cartridges, but I'm trying to get them in the box complete. Again, this is Missile Command. This was only $2. Box is in fairly good shape. Again, Missile Command. A classic, one of my favorite games. I found it in the box. I do have like 2 or 3 copies of this, I think. And that is Missile Command for the Atari 2600. And finally, Dragon's Revenge, which is the unofficial sequel to Devil's Crush on the TurboGrafx. Me and my wife just love pinball video games, and we're huge fans of Devil's Crush on our TurboGrafx. So this is Dragon's Revenge. Complete in box. It was interesting how it was rated MA13, but there it is, complete in the box in mint condition. Let me show you there, and there you go. Cartridges are good, so it looks pretty brand new. Again, a couple bucks, and that's about it. There you have it. So, again, Devil's Revenge for the Sega Genesis, complete in box. Missile Command for like $2, complete in box. And then your Beetle Racing for the N64, Squeeze Box, Happy Trails, Xenon 2 for the Game Boy, your 2 NES games, A Boy and His Blob for the NES, and Gunsmoke by Capcom, and the 2 brand new Atari Lynx games. Well, there you have it. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and until next week, thanks for watching.